Have you ever felt so overwhelmed by life's challenges that peace seemed like an impossible dream? Psalm 4 holds a timeless secret: how to find deep, unshakable peace, even in the middle of life's most distressing moments. Here's the surprising truth: distress itself isn't the problem. The problem is what we do with it. And Psalm 4 shows us that anguish, when brought to God, can become the very tool He uses to transform us. In this video, we'll explore how David, in the midst of a crisis, found rest and joy by trusting in God. But here's the twist: this isn't just about David. It's about you. It's about finding peace in your heart, no matter what's happening around you. In Psalm 3, David was running for his life, fleeing from his son Absalom's rebellion. In Psalm 4, we find him reflecting on these events during a quiet moment, perhaps in the evening. This psalm isn't just a prayer, it's a guide. David teaches us how to take our deepest struggles and use them as a pathway to glorify God. And by the end of this video, you'll see how you can do the same in your life. Let's begin by reading Psalm 4 together. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer. O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? Selah. But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for Himself. The Lord hears when I call to Him. These opening verses of Psalm 4 are a prayer from David in a profound crisis. Notice how he begins, not with complaint, but by declaring who God is, the God of his righteousness. This psalm was written during a time of deep anguish, likely tied to the same season as Psalm 3, when David fled from Absalom's rebellion. Imagine the heartbreak of facing danger caused by your own child. Yet, in the middle of this storm, David finds profound rest in God. He begins his prayer, recalling past faithfulness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. This isn't just poetic. It's a testimony of his trust in God's unchanging character. Unlike Psalm 3's urgent tone, Psalm 4 feels quieter, like David sitting under the stars, reflecting and choosing to trust God despite chaos. This teaches us something powerful. Peace doesn't come from the absence of problems, but from the presence of God. When we reflect on His faithfulness, even in dark times, we find peace that surpasses understanding. Psalm 4 is divided into 3 sections, each showing us how to handle distress by focusing on God. These parts provide a roadmap for transforming pain into peace. David begins with, Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. David reflects on God's past faithfulness, reminding us that distress isn't the end, it's an opportunity to glorify God. Instead of hiding his feelings, David boldly brings them to God, teaching us to turn struggles into spiritual growth. David then speaks to his opponents. O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? Despite the injustices, David places his confidence in God. The Lord has set apart the godly for Himself. The Lord hears when I call to Him. His next advice is crucial. Be angry and do not sin. Emotions like anger are normal, but David shows us how to process them with God's guidance, allowing reflection and prayer to shape our responses. David ends with an invitation to trust. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. This means surrendering not just actions, but emotions, offering everything to God. David's peace is captured beautifully. In peace, I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Through trust and surrender, David finds peace that transcends circumstances, a peace we, too, can experience when we align our hearts with God. Anguish is an emotion we all encounter, but have you ever stopped to consider its purpose? In Psalm 4, David demonstrates that anguish doesn't have to destroy us. Instead, it can drive us closer to God, becoming a tool for spiritual growth. Here's the key: anguish, like all emotions, is a signal. It reveals where our hearts are misaligned with God's truth and invites us to bring those areas into His light. One of the most powerful examples of handling anguish is found in the life of Jesus. In the Garden of Gethsemane, just before His crucifixion, Jesus experienced overwhelming distress. He prayed, "My soul is very sorrowful, even to death." But what did He do with that anguish? He turned it into prayer, saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." Jesus transformed the pressure of His emotions into purpose, showing us that anguish can lead us to surrender and trust God more deeply. David's prayer in Psalm 4 mirrors this pattern. Rather than suppressing or ignoring his distress, David uses it to seek God's face. When we experience anguish, it often exposes values we've placed above God, things like approval, success, or control. These misplaced priorities come into focus when life doesn't go our way. Instead of letting anguish dominate us, we're invited to bring it to God, allowing Him to realign our hearts with His truth. This process transforms emotional pain into spiritual depth. So how do we practically follow David and Jesus' example? It starts with honesty, acknowledging your emotions and bringing them to God. Prayer is not about having the perfect words. It's about pouring out your heart before Him. In Psalm 4, David's honesty before God allows him to move from despair to peace. The same can happen for us when we bring our burdens to the Lord. Prayer becomes a space where we exchange our heaviness for His peace. Ultimately, anguish can deepen our faith by reminding us of God's unchanging faithfulness. It's a chance to grow, to align with God's heart, and to find peace that goes beyond understanding. Just as David and Jesus trusted God in their darkest moments, we too can discover the power of surrender and find rest in Him. In Psalm 4, David doesn't just process his emotions, he transforms them. He offers them to God as a sacrifice, showing us how our feelings, even the most overwhelming ones, can be part of our worship. David says in verse 5, "Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord." What are right sacrifices? They're not just about rituals or outward acts. Instead, they involve the surrender of our hearts, emotions, and desires to God. It's an invitation to take everything we're feeling, fear, anger, sadness, and place it on the altar, trusting God to transform it for His glory. This idea is echoed in Romans 12:1, where Paul calls us to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Our emotions are part of that sacrifice. When we bring our anger, anxiety, or anguish to God, we are allowing Him to renew our minds and align our hearts with His truth. It's a process of transformation where He replaces fear with peace, anger with love, and despair with hope. David ties sacrifice to trust. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. Why? Because transformation requires trust. It's hard to let go of control, to release the emotions that feel so overwhelming. But when we do, God meets us with His grace and strength, carrying what we cannot bear. Transforming emotions through sacrifice isn't about denying what we feel. It's about surrendering it to God. When we offer Him our emotions, we're engaging in a profound act of worship, trusting Him to work all things for good. David concludes Psalm 4 with a powerful image of peace. In peace, I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. This is the reward of surrender, a peace that transcends understanding, and a trust that anchors our souls in God's unfailing love. As we've walked through Psalm 4, we've seen David's incredible journey, moving from anguish to peace, from turmoil to trust. His prayer reminds us that distress isn't the end of the story. It's an invitation to draw closer to God, to surrender our emotions to Him, and to rest in His unchanging love. Maybe you're facing your own season of anguish. Perhaps your heart feels heavy with worry, anger, or sorrow. Know this: God invites you to bring those emotions to Him. Like David, you can offer them as a sacrifice and trust Him to transform your pain into peace. Remember, true peace doesn't come from perfect circumstances. It comes from trusting a perfect God. If this message has touched your heart, take a moment right now to reflect and pray. Lay your burdens before the Lord and ask Him to help you align your heart with His. If you found this video helpful, please like it and share it with someone who needs encouragement. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, where we explore God's Word and its impact on our lives. And let me leave you with this promise from Jesus. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Let's rest in Him today.